became a frozen wilderness. A relentless winter that lasted for 100,000 years. Massive glaciers, miles thick, crushed entire continents.
Reshaping the very face of the planet.
Welcome to the Pleistocene epoch, the Great Ice Age. Global temperatures plummeted. The oceans froze solid. To survive here, animals had to evolve into giants. Thick fur and immense body heat were their only armor. The megafauna ruled this frozen wasteland. But they all bowed to the true kings of the ice.
Moving like shadows within the blinding storms. The woolly mammoths, walking fortresses of the tundra. Weighing 6 tons and wielding tusks 15 feet long.
They used their tusks like snowplows to dig for buried grass. But even giants had to constantly look over their shoulders. Because death came from above and below. Giant ground sloths, towering 20 feet tall, roamed the Americas. Peaceful herbivores, heavily armored with thick skin and bone plates. Yet they were the favorite meal of the ice's most brutal assassin. The short-faced bear. The largest bear to ever live. Standing 12 feet tall, capable of running 40 miles per hour. It hunted by running down prey over miles of frozen plains. Only the toughest, most heavily armored prey survived an encounter. But for precision killing, nothing beat the sabertooth. Smilodon, armed with 8-inch, razor-sharp fangs. They didn't bite to hold. They bit to sever arteries instantly. But a solo killer often lacks of dire wolves. Heavier, smarter, and absolutely ruthless. Numbers always beat solitary strength in the freezing cold. To escape the endless storms, creatures sought deep caves. But in these dark caverns, a new force was awakening. A force that didn't have thick fur or massive fangs. A species armed with something much more dangerous. Intelligence. They recorded the monsters they hunted on the cavern walls. Leaving a permanent mark on a temporary, frozen world. They stepped out of the caves and changed the ecosystem forever. They were slow, weak, and vulnerable. But they brought fire. Humans had arrived. wrapped in the pelts of the very beasts they hunted. They didn't hide from the megafauna. They hunted them. Using flawless coordination and deadly stone-tipped spears. Even the largest herbivores could not withstand human tactics. But humanity wasn't the only thing changing the Earth. The planet itself was beginning to wake up from its deep freeze. Deep geological shifts began warming the atmosphere. The colossal ice sheets became dangerously unstable. The Great Melt had begun, and it was catastrophic. Entire landscapes literally collapsed in seconds.
Run! The whole thing is collapsing! We have to make it to the ridge!
Triggering catastrophic freezing mega floods. Washing away entire valleys and forests instantly. Sea levels rose by hundreds of feet, swallowing the coastlines. The frozen world was melting into a muddy, flooded nightmare. Migration routes were permanently severed. Families and herds were torn apart by the shifting earth. For the giants of the ice, this was the beginning of the end. As the climate warmed, their thick fur became a deadly trap. They overheated, and the ground turned to soft, sticky mud. The heavy megafauna lost their solid footing. Heavy predators sank in the swamps, unable to hunt. Smaller, faster animals effortlessly outran the dying kings. Combined with relentless human hunting, the giants simply faded away, leaving their massive bones behind as a testament to their reign. Humans used the remains of the giants to build their empires. Adaptability allowed humanity to thrive as the ice retreated. The retreating glaciers carved out the world we know today, creating the Great Lakes and massive river valleys. The Earth transformed from a frozen wasteland back to a vibrant paradise. The Ice Age had finally ended, burying the memories of the frozen monsters deep underground. Today, we piece their stories together from the frozen dirt. A chilling reminder of Earth's brutal history. Nature does not forgive. It does not compromise. When the climate changes, only the strongest survive.